Good morning, guys.
We have arrived in Helsinki, Finland.
We just got here after our cruise, or our ferry, and today we're just gonna have a quick time here, so we're gonna see if we can hit up the big sites before we head back to Stockholm.
So our plans today are a bus tour of the city to see the Rock Church and also to get some local food.
So to start our day, since we're only here for a few hours before we have to head back to Stockholm, we're trying to cram as much into a short amount of time as possible. So we're going to take a bus tour offered by a local tour company to hit the highlights of the city, and it also has a stop at the famous Rock Church here in town. So let's get going on this bus tour and we'll show you the rest of the city. On our bus tour, one of the stops we took, I guess the only stop we're taking, is here at the Rock Church. It's a famous church here in Helsinki, built only back in the 1960s, but we've been to a lot of European churches during our travels, and this one's different than anything I've seen before. So it's built right into basically a granite rock that was here before, and they turned that into a church, and it just feels so earthy inside. I don't know how to describe it, but all the walls are granite and the roof is covered in tons of copper, and then the lighting kind of comes in around that, and it just makes for a really special space. I thought it was really impressive, and it's one of the things you need to come see when you're in Helsinki.
We just finished up our bus tour. It was really nice to get a sense of everything in the city in such a short amount of time. The tour was only about 2 hours, but we got to see a lot of the monuments and buildings in the area that are noteworthy. So I would recommend it, especially on a cold day like today where you don't want to be walking around outside. We decided to get some lunch. We're awfully hungry. Hopefully there'll be some good food here. We're at a historic fisherman's market, so we're hoping to get some seafood. So we got some meat pies and a salmon dish, and I had a bite of this meat pie and it kind of tastes like a donut on the outside, and then inside there's meat, so it's like a donut stuffed with meat. It's pretty good though. We really needed some coffee, so we came to Ekberg, which is a coffee shop here. It's one of the oldest here. And so we came for our coffee and pastries, and they're really well known for their pastries. We weren't quite sure which one they were known for the most, but we got a few. So one thing to note though when you go in is that you have to take a ticket first. When we walked in, we kind of looked around and tried to figure out how to go about ordering, so make sure that if you want to order something that you get a number ticket.
Well, I think that is the end of our short day in Helsinki. I think we got in most of the sites that we wanted to see. I wouldn't mind spending more time in this city sometime.
Yeah, definitely. I think that we would have really liked to spend a little more time to go in to see some of the museums, and we didn't really go into any of the main sites. So an opportunity that would be really good too, I think.
Yeah, but it's a really interesting city. The architecture is pretty unique. It's a very design-forward, design-focused city. You can see that in a lot of the shops, a lot of the buildings. Even just on our short bus ride and walking around, we saw a lot of pretty neat things. So it'd be cool to take a little bit more of that in. We are back on our ship now, back on our ferry to Stockholm. I don't think we're going to be filming much of this leg, but if you want to see more of the ferry between Stockholm and Helsinki, catch our last video. I'll put a link up, so make sure you watch that. It's a pretty cool ferry system that they have between the two cities, and it's nice to do a day trip over if you're in either one of them, to hit the other one up real easy, and it was a pretty reasonable deal too.
Yeah, definitely. So I think that's it for Helsinki. We'll see you back in Stockholm tomorrow.
Yep, see you next time.